Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. And now your host, Kyle Ruff.
Are we rolling on the podcast?
Yeah, we are recording.
How do you sit?
How am I supposed to sit?
Are you ready to podcast right now?
Yeah, I'm ready if you're ready.
Are you mentally prepared for a podcast?
I was.
Now you don't know, right?
Now I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of freaking out.
It's tough to get into the podcast mode.
It is.
It takes hours of preparation. Hours upon hours of preparation. Lots of milk. That's what podcasters don't know. Most podcasters, if they were just chugging 3 to 4 glasses of whole milk before they got in the chair, podcast would go up thousands of listeners.
Oh, it's that easy.
It's
just vitamin D.
Yeah. New sponsor of the show, Milk.
Milk.
Enter promo code.
It's what's for dinner. Enter promo code Rogan at checkout. Get 10% off your monthly milk subscription. Surprised there's no milk subscriptions, you know?
Yeah, because Milkman used to be the original door delivery guy.
That's the original DoorDash was Milkmen.
Yeah, and now there's no DoorDash for Milkmen.
You mean maybe?
Is there?
I mean, I think you can get groceries. So you can
Jamie,
say I
look
only
up
want
DoorDash.
milk. Jamie, can you pull up milk delivery? That's milk.
Well, you can
delivery.
You can do grocery deliveries.
That's what I'm saying. And you just be like, they're like, what do you want? Like, I want 13 gallons of milk.
Of milk in glass bottles.
Yes, in glass bottles on ice, on buckets of ice.
And I need one of those trays that holds 6 gallons, the 6 glasses, and I need 2 of those.
Yes.
Separately from the milk. Do not carry the milk in those.
Yeah, because I don't want the sunlight destroying the vitamin D. It's got to be a separate container.
The vitamin D. Does milk have a lot of vitamin D?
Yeah.
Is that where that where all my vitamin D's been coming from?
Yeah.
Jamie, look up Milkman DoorDash. Thank you. God.
And Jamie, please remind the people this is the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.
Brought to you by the Joe Rogan Podcast.
Brought to you by the Joe Rogan Podcast. Check it out. I'm your host, Matt Newland, joined by
Kyle Ruff over here. Yeah, how's it going?
Did you see how I changed up the backdrop?
I noticed that immediately upon walking into the studio.
I had to switch it up. We had that whiteboard, and there was too much glare, and then I took it down, and I was like, well, now there's nothing.
Yeah, this is nice.
Isn't that nice?
I feel like one of the first couple times I came into your room or the studio, I was like, what is that painting?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
Everyone wants to know.
I'll tell you. It's an artist that I met at the Art Walk 2 summers ago.
It looks like a cowboy fighting a Star Wars thing.
Yeah, it's a cowboy fighting an alien. The title of the painting is called Not in My Town.
Hell yeah,
it's pretty cool, right?
Hell yeah, that's a good. How much did you pay for it?
I think $200.
$20,000.
$20,000.
You know, art has no value, really.
People don't know Andy Warhol's phase of aliens and cowboys, but I was able to pick it up at a premium price.
It makes me feel warm.
Doesn't it?
It gives you an ever-present feeling of the now.
You want to know what the coolest part is?
Is that all was a lie?
Yes.
Okay.
No, actually, that was true.
Oh, now it's off the wall.
So, on the back,
holy shit, the
guy who made the painting was there, and he was such a weird dude. But while he was talking to me, here, move your fucking... let the people see.
I gotta hydrate. Where do you think I'm supposed to put all the milk?
I was going to say I better be full of milk.
It is full of fucking milk.
So while I'm talking to him, this guy is
anyway.
looking at me in the eyes and drawing this picture with 2 hands at the same time.
He's ambidextrous?
Dude, yes. And looking at me with big eyes. He's like, hey, man. Really goofy dude, goatee, bald. He's like, whoa, Kyle. And
where were you again? I know you.
This is at the Art Walk.
Okay.
I know you don't go to such cultured events. So
no, I don't.
People of my
they don't let me in there nowhere near it.
Not no more. They don't.
No more near
Not
near
after
it.
last time.
Nope.
So he draws for those just listening.
The Art Walk
you can see it's. We don't want to talk about that.
2012.
So he draws a picture of a cowboy, another cowboy, shooting a gun, and out of the gun is a little message that furls down, and it says, "To Kyle, the guy with the funny stash."
Oh, because your mustache.
Because of my mustache.
He noticed your mustache whilst he was drawing double-handed.
Uh-huh.
You can kind of tell he drew part of that with his left hand.
Oh, yeah, he definitely,
Like that part.
Yeah, the knees, the joints on this
That
man are
part.
not healthy.
Yeah. This part. The rest of it's great. That's probably his right hand.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. But he did the gun with his left hand unless he was crossing hands, which I don't recall.
Crossing hands, crossing swords, same different in my book, dude.
Yeah, he was pretty cool. I would tell you his name because he signed it, but I can't read his signature on either side.
Seems like a Billy.
Hey, he was probably a Billy.
He's
I don't want to hang
artist.
that back up right now, so that's going to go.
Why not, dude?
Because
The people are
going to
gonna
be a
wanna
whole
watch it.
thing. You have to tune in next week to see more of it.
Okay, we'll put the whiteboard back up at least.
This podcast is falling apart.
I thought you were ready to podcast. Was the whole thing.
I
that
was,
asked.
and then I got distracted by the painting, and then I started just reminiscing about art, and I got emotional.
It did. No, it is a warm painting.
Right? My hand was trembling. That's why I couldn't hang it back up. She was
Such pressure that cowboy is under.
I know.
I feel like we should hang it back up.
Should I hang it?
Yeah, let's hang let's. Brought to you by the Joe Rogan podcast. We're gonna hang this art.
Talk to him about Joe Rogan for 30 seconds.
The thing about when you enter promo code Joe Rogan into the tab bar on steamboatcomedy.com is that you will get everything on that website for free. It's 100% free. Brought to you by Kill Tony. And we're back, and it's back up.
It is back up. It was actually pretty easy. I used command strips.
Yeah, dude, that was wicked fast.
Yeah, it's just Velcro.
Doesn't it bring peace?
It really does.
The painting?
It gives me hope in these trying times.
I think this might be all we talk about on the podcast. We should probably take it down. All right. Yeah, that's going to be
It was way too much.
It's going to be too distracting for the remainder of the podcast.
It was a terrible idea.
I miss it immediately.
Should I get it?
No, okay. Let's do it. No, we're here to podcast.
I'm here to podcast.
We're here to fucking reach the people.
And we're at episode 101. That's
my
how many
God.
Dalmatians there are, and that's how many podcasts we have. And we're in the professional realm now, Matt. We're in triple digits.
We're in a new century.
A new century.
It's a new century of the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Century's 100 years.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Welcome to the new century.
Yeah.
What do we have in store for the people?
What do we have in store, Matt? You said you had ideas. I didn't bother thinking of anything because you're like, I got some things to talk
it
about.
is the new century of the
Mhm.
Steamboat Comedy Podcast. And with that, we want to bring a little more knowledge, professionalism, and honestly, like just we want to be more inclusive.
Yes.
With that being said, Kyle,
Right.
for $500,000,
Yeah.
would you suck 12 dicks in a year?
Okay.
And you get $500,000 that year.
Yes.
They can be 12 different dicks. They can be 12 of the same dude's dick. And you can do them throughout the year. So you can do one dick a month, or you can knock them out.
Okay.
2 dicks a day, 6 days. You have a big
Let's do it.
big gay week.
Yeah.
Would you do that?
Sure.
500,000?
Oh, there's money?
Yeah, maybe. How would you do it?
Oh, how did I do it with my mouth? Probably a bit of my hands.
How would you space it out?
Oh, okay. So let's get serious.
Yeah. Well,
So if I had to suck an average of one dick a month for a year,
yeah.
but I could do it as fast as I wanted to.
Well, yeah, you can suck the dick as fast as you want.
Oh, with skills like mine, buddy.
And you have to suck it to completion.
Okay.
And they don't have to come in your mouth, but you cannot use your hands.
You had to say come. No, this is... No, it's not going to be on YouTube anymore. No.
Damn it. It's not shit.
We just lost our Gerber Baby sponsorship, though. I'd probably knock them all out pretty quick.
You'd have a gay week.
I'd have a gay week.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Maybe one a day.
Well, you think about it. There's 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah.
One of those weeks, you're blowing dudes.
And then I got 51 weeks to blow $500,000.
Yeah. And then you have 500,000. Should I have done less? 200,000?
I mean, it doesn't matter. I would have done it.
Yeah, anything over $20,000.
Yeah, what's in my bank account? Double that.
Yeah.
So $1,000.
Yeah. So the gay week, right in the front of the year.
Yeah,
you push
you
it
know,
off, or you
So
procrastinator.
would it be like January 1?
Yeah.
Like a traveling salesman knocks on my door.
Yep.
January 1, and he says, Kyle, I have a proposition for you.
Deal's only good for you, young squire.
Good for you. And he's like, kind of looks like Satan. He probably is
You're
Satan.
like, I'm not a squire.
I'm like, I'm not a squire, sir. And he's like, shut up.
Yeah, he's like, but he knocks and he's drinking tea.
Yeah, of course.
And he's got like a long, kind of jagged coat on. You know how
I was
frayed at the
bottom?
bottom?
Like a trench coat, but
Yep.
like more ominous.
Yeah.
So he's Satan.
Could be.
He's probably Satan.
Could be Jesus.
Could be Jesus.
With the deal he's about to propose
I
to
mean,
you.
damn, dude.
And he says, Kyle.
You give me 100 or 500 grand, any amount of money for that easy of a task. I'm doing it for free.
No, you haven't.
I know.
Would you bang 12 chicks?
I'm trying to get us booked on comedy shows. If we're not gay, we don't get booked in Denver. But yeah,
maybe one dick a month.
You'd space it out once a month.
No, you have
'Cause
to knock it out.
You gotta just get it
But
done.
if you hit the first 6 and you're like, oh, I actually like this. This is nice. Then you
Mhm.
can space them out throughout the rest of the year.
I just would feel like I would like
You do it right
as
at the
soon as I'd be
beginning.
done with one, I'd be like worried about the next month. Be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Whereas if I'm just like, all right, 12 days, I'd probably just do one a day.
One a day in the morning or at
I
night.
feel like two a day. Probably
I think 2 a day, 1 in the morning, 1 at night's not bad.
that's not bad.
Mm-mm. Wakes you up
just-
in the morning, tires you out before you go to bed. You know?
I would probably just do it in the morning and just get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Just get it out of the way.
Get that dick out of the way.
Just get that dick out of my way.
Get it out of my way. I got stuff to do.
Right. I would probably go because it's 12. So, and as you know, there's 7 days in a week. I'd probably suck dicks Monday through Saturday, one a day.
Yep.
And then I would rest on the Sabbath.
So you can go to church.
Yes. And so Jesus doesn't smite me.
Thank God for this lovely proposition you've been given.
Yes. I'd say,
Mhm.
thank you for this opportunity, sweet Lord. That was what I'd do. I would do 6 days, take a day off Sunday, and then do 6 more days, and I'm done.
Yeah. Half a month. February.
Mm-hmm.
February is kind of a short month anyway.
Yeah, I guess.
Might as well be done with February.
What's Gay History Month?
June.
June?
Or is it July? June or July?
I don't want to wait that long.
You gotta wait till June.
Then January through May, I just be like, fuck, I gotta suck
I think I
these
would
dicks.
suck 14 dicks and just do 2 a day for a whole week.
Also-
I wouldn't want to stop on Saturday.
Also, this is the most important part, and I can't believe I didn't think about this sooner, is do you not get the money until you're done?
You have
Well, then
to.
I'm knocking it out right away.
You want the money right.
Yeah,
right.
I'm not going to be like, that's a great idea. Let me wait till June.
Yeah, you know.
I would like to show respect to the gay community and do it in Gay History Month.
Yeah, that's... Maybe you get a certain amount per wiener.
What would that be per wiener?
Oh,
Go.
I'm not the numbers
80 grand?
guy. 80 grand, let's say that. That sounds
80 grand
right.
a wiener?
80 grand dude, that's a good deal.
That's when you put it that way?
Dude, when you think about it, like...
80 grand per wiener?
Easy.
Damn, dude. How much money would you owe if you had to pay someone 80 grand to suck your wiener?
I would have so many loans, dude. Like the banks would be looking for me. Be in jail.
God, I'd be broke. Imagine if it cost 80 grand to get your wiener sucked. Like, that's the only way to do it. Like, it was illegal, and, like,
You cannot.
you cannot. Like, even if you had, like, a wife, the wife would be like, honey, I can't.
You have to give me $80,000.
Like, you have to either give me or a prostitute $80,000.
You know how many more people would have been, like, super into crypto if that were the case, dude?
I've been blowing Bitcoin so fast, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, my God.
Everyone would have been talking about it.
Whole town's talking about it. Yeah, 80 grand a wiener.
It's not a bad deal.
That's not bad.
I
I'm
think
really, the more I'm thinking about it, I'm like, fuck, I'd do it for like 10 grand a wiener.
10 grand a wiener, $100,000,
Yeah.
120.
Yeah. I'd live like a fat king off 120 grand.
Oh, 100. You imagine how many people we could get to come do our show if we had money from blowing dudes?
If we could do it for free because we didn't care about money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be sick, dude.
That'd be so awesome.
That'd be awesome.
Man. Speaking of shows.
Maybe like just on just like the 10th day of the month. It's like that's the day.
On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me an $80,000 blowjob.
Christmas is coming up soon, guys. I want you guys to make sure you're ready for the holidays.
What if that's what the rules were for Hanukkah? It's 8 crazy nights. You had to give 8 crazy $80,000 blowjobs.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
That's not bad either.
I think the Jewish community would support that.
Yeah, they might actually have money for once. Hey!
Come on,
Yeah!
folks, with the Jewish jokes.
Vaguely anti-Semitic. That's what we're all about.
Jewish jokes brought to you by Joe Rogan.
I feel like that's pro-Semitic, actually.
That was you want more Jewish people to get blowjobs.
Yeah, and I want them to have money too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a great guy.
That's 2 positive things. If you came up to me and were like, man, I want you to get your dick sucked and I want you to have a lot of money, I would say, dude, you're a good friend.
Right?
Yeah.
See? Remember that, Hollywood?
And then you're like, I have $80,000. Let me suck your dick.
Like, wait, what?
Wait, okay. Jesus.
Wait, you? Fuck.
All right, this is what he said he wanted.
Can I close my eyes? No, you can't close your eyes. Fuck.
Heavy eye contact.
The whole time.
The whole time.
It's going to be like Clockwork Orange. I'm just going to peel your eyes open and you're going to have to
Those little
watch.
spider things.
Yeah, someone dropping eye drops in the whole time.
I've never seen that whole movie.
The last time I watched it was probably, I think it's one of those movies that you watch like in college because you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like when you start smoking weed, you're like,
Yeah,
we
like
should
The
watch the
Matrix.
Dark Side of the Moon with the fucking Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Dude.
We should fucking take
It's so
PCP and watch the Dark Side of the Moon.
Whoa.
I heard Dorothy transforms.
Heard she turns into a lion. And you're just like, oh, those are 2 different characters.
Dude, we should take heroin.
We should take heroin
And watch Terminator 4. I heard if you match up the
You
soundtrack
match
with
up-
Linkin Park, it's crazy.
It just cuts to you just asleep. That was definitely a thing. Getting to college and you're like, I can smoke weed. My parents can't stop me. And then
someone's like, have you seen Rakim for a Dream?
yeah, Rakim for a dream.
Whatever that fucking
Requiem.
Whatever, dude.
Rakim. Have you came Hakeem
Not
Olajuwon
South
for a dream?
American, dude. Come on, dude. From Idaho, buddy. It's Rakim.
That's in film class in Idaho. Like, everyone sit down. We're watching Rakim for a dream.
Yeah, dude. What a terrible class that would have been. That movie's.
Everyone take one needle and pass it down.
That is one of the college movies where you're like, oh, we've heard crazy things about this.
Yeah.
Let's watch it. And you watch it and you're like, I wish I wouldn't have.
And you're like, I need to just question my whole life
I'll
now.
never watch it again.
God.
I feel bad for smoking weed now.
I know. I don't remember the first time I watched it, but I remember the second time I watched it because it was in Glacier, and we had like friends came over. I had the Cal Ref Home Theater, of course,
Yeah,
and
of course,
so
as you do.
as I do, I used to travel around the country with a giant glass plasma TV.
Yeah,
Because I'm a psycho. But actually, that survived a full-on car accident too one time, which
This
is
one right here.
yeah, that one right there, which is
It's a
good.
brick shit house. It is. I
It
wish
is.
The viewers could see it.
And also a fun thing
As
about
beautiful as the
plasma,
painting.
almost as beautiful as the painting. I should
Mhm.
just put that on there. Just have an image of that all the
And
time.
then play porn on the TV.
Yeah, I'll just put that on the TV, and then I'll just put porn on the wall.
Yeah. Porn on the wall.
Porn on the wall. 99 bottles of porn. I just lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh, I was gonna say it's a good thing the TV survived because fun fact about plasma TVs is that if you break them open, toxic gas comes out.
It's
and
plasma.
will kill you.
Is
Yeah,
it? No, it's not.
I swear to God.
Nuh-uh. Jamie, look up plasma
Good-
TV
Jamie.
dies.
Jamie, look up plasma TV gas chamber.
Jamie never looks shit up.
Jamie's a fucking lazy ass. We shouldn't have gave him all that heroin and had him watch Requiem for a Dream.
We can't talk about the queen who moved.
Oh, yes. We do. There's a sad announcement for
Right.
all of our loyal fans. You know that the main point of this podcast, the inspiration that we've had,
the whole shtick.
our whole reason for sitting down in these very comfortable chairs
Yes.
and laboring through this process to entertain you is mostly to entertain and support our queen,
The queen,
the queen,
our favorite
Amber Heard, fan number 1 of the Steamboat Comedy Podcast, and Matt,
of our hearts.
and of our hearts.
Fan number 1 of our hearts and the podcast.
Not that
And-
fucking Johnny Depp.
God,
Dick.
I wish he would have moved to Jupiter, dude.
Right?
I wish he would have.
I wish he would just get in a rocket ship and they would just shoot it into space. And then she played Jack Sparrow for the rest of the time.
That would be lit. She would do such a killer Jack Sparrow.
She'd do such a good Jack Sparrow.
Look at me tits, I'm Jack Sparrow.
I'm not Jack, but now I have me tits, I do.
My tits are out, yes they are. Look at me.
I'm a pirate, I am.
She would probably kill it. You know why? Because she's actually a really good actress.
Because she's great at everything she does. Pineapple Express.
Phenomenal.
You think Johnny Depp could have played Seth Rogen's girlfriend? No way.
No way.
No way.
No one would have believed that.
They'd be like, you're not a high school girl. She has that range.
She still does at 37 years of age.
37.
So if you didn't hear, our beloved Muse,
Our muse.
Amber Heard, quit Hollywood and moved to France?
Spain.
Spain?
Somewhere.
France or Spain?
Somewhere over there.
Somewhere over there.
One of those pussy-ass
where nobody
countries,
gives a
dude.
shit if you poop in a bed, you know?
Well, that'll be very liberating for her.
There's a lot of dudes over there that are going to be into that.
I mean, the Europeans, they love pee-pee and poo-poo.
They do. They really do.
They love pee-pee and poo-poo.
I think I saw that on a shirt one time.
Yeah, it
said
said
the Europeans, they love
pee-pee and poo-poo.
Yeah.
I think it was literally just the country of France, and there was a poop emoji on it.
It said a pee-pee and a
And
poo-poo.
a pee-pee.
And a
Is it
poo and a poo.
is Italian hand
more
holding
Italy.
a turd? Yes.
Yeah. Italians also love pee-pee and
Yeah.
poo-poo.
All Europeans are the same, is what we all know.
But they took our sweet angel. They took our baby love.
Well, it was just Hollywood. Hollywood is a fickle
you're
beast.
My angel, you're my darling. I would sing that to her.
Would you?
To get her back.
I would do the Shaggy part if you needed me to.
Yeah, I would want you
You
to.
would do that, and I'd be like,
So that's what we can. We do a fundraiser to get her back.
we should.
We'll perform Shaggy.
Mm-hmm.
She only caught me in the counter.
Wasn't me.
She only caught me in the kitchen.
Or wasn't me.
Then she caught me in the shower.
Or wasn't me.
I left the keys on my shoulder.
You know that old song from the sea, but we're trying to. We need to fundraise because Hollywood was so harsh to Amber Heard that Amber was like, you know what? I'm too good for Hollywood, which she is.
She was.
She was and still is.
Still is.
And
obviously.
she retired from acting. I'm gonna get emotional.
I knew it. I knew we were gonna get sad
She
on this one.
retired from acting, and she moved away. And now there'll be no more beautiful portrayals of her underwater, such as in Aquaman,
She
or
had
above
just
water.
signed back on.
How are they
It's
going
a
to
fucking
replace her?
cruel world, dude.
You can't replace her. They're going to have to replace her with like an actual fish because that's what a great mermaid she was. To
A
my
talking
heart.
fish.
Yeah,
They would need a live talking fish.
they would need a live talking fish. Probably a flounder.
Attenborough, that fucking guy could probably find one.
Yeah, he's a dick. He would probably know.
We'll have to get in touch with him. Let's do a fundraiser to get Amber Heard back in the States, back to
Yes.
Hollywood.
So if you go to steamboatcomedy.com/save the herd.
Save the herd.
Actually, no, I'm going to change it right now. /unite the herd.
Yes, because it's
See what
like
I did
unite
there?
the people. We can do that with Amber Heard.
I feel like we're in the Amber Herd. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're in her flock. We're in her
There's a
herd.
bunch of lone wolves out there.
Yeah,
sad.
like Johnny.
Like a bunch of lone Johnny Depp
Like a
wolves
lone
out there.
fucking
Sad
losers.
people trying to prey on the herd.
Yeah. Trying to pick off the weak in the herd. Not on my watch.
No, we need to strengthen this herd, folks.
Yeah.
We have leaders. Obviously, the two of us. Yeah.
We don't, and it's a lot of responsibility. We'll take it for you, Amber.
Free Amber Heard. For real. Let's get the shirts made.
Yeah. We're going to, so the good news is now that she's perpetually unemployed,
Yeah, people hate
Busy.
her, bro, and I don't get it.
we're working on having her zoom in to the podcast.
Because we're not Hollywood.
We're not Hollywood.
We're punk rock.
Yeah, we're punk
As
rock.
fuck.
And we all know that if there's one thing that Amber Heard loves and appreciates, punk rock.
That's a punk rocker, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'd play her Nirvana song on the acoustic, dude.
Would you?
I would. We
Um,
should fucking...
I'm going to have to learn some songs.
Let's email it to her.
I could play her Hey There, Delilah.
Yeah, you could.
I could.
You
And
play
I'd
it
stare into her eyes.
while I'm playing About a Girl by Nirvana.
Yeah, we'll do it at the same time.
At the same
She's
time.
busy.
She
you
is
know.
busy. The more songs, the better is
Yeah.
what people say.
Mhm.
So let's email her. We're going to email her, set up a fundraiser. We're going to get her back on acting. Whatever Scorsese's doing next,
Yeah.
she's got the leading female role.
I mean, that's what I'm going to suck 12 dicks, and I'm going to donate all $500,000 to Unite the Herd.
Unite the herd.
You
That's
heard
it.
it here first, folks.
Enter promo code Rogan.
Promo code Rogan to check out.
Oh, man. That is a huge fucking blow to our podcast, dude.
It really is. I don't know what we're going to even talk about anymore.
Oh, if she's off social media completely, we're fucked.
Is she?
If she is, I bet she is.
Fuck.
She's way too cool for social media.
She's way too cool for social media. And honestly, she probably got rid of all of her social media probably before the trial to seem more sympathetic.
She's probably on a beach.
Sipping Mai Tais.
With dancing boys around her.
Dancing boys. Oh, I wish I was a dancing boy around
I'd be a
her.
little dancer boy for her.
I would dance the night away.
Yeah. You be the drummer boy, I'll be the dancer boy.
Okay. I'll be like,
Brum-bum-bum-bum.
I brought this gift for you. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum.
And I'll just be helicoptering my penis in the back.
I sucked 12 dicks for you. Ba-da-ba-bum-bum. Yes. That's exactly. And she would be like, Kyle, I'm in love with you. And I'd be like, I know.
Don't copyright that song, by the way. We're doing something with that.
That's true, yeah.
That was not off the top of his head. That is actually a song we're working
We're
on.
composing it.
All right.
It's in the works.
It's in the works. Stay tuned to that. I thought I had one more talking point, dude. I don't know if I do, though.
Well, we could talk about big news. We just booked our summer stand-up series.
Oh, that is a huge fucking deal.
We got the homies coming back.
I do have one more.
Okay.
Before we get into it, can we do one more?
Oh, just to say, check out steamboatcomedy.com. Very shortly, I'm going to have everything updated, hopefully by tomorrow or something.
Posters made.
We got posters made. We got 6 great shows coming this summer. Gonna be great.
Catch us while you can, people.
It's going to be awesome. 6 great weekends. We're also going on the road. We're going to be in Craig.
Ooh,
going to be
Craig,
in
America.
Leadville. We're working on. We're going to be back in Hayden. We were just in Grand Junction.
Yeah.
So, you
Denver
know.
in a week, I think.
Denver next week. We'll
Yep.
be there too. So
We'll be
check
hanging out,
us
dude.
out.
Come hang out with us. We're fucking cool. I swear to God.
Pretty fucking sweet.
We're cool. Come hang out with us. We're pretty cool. Clip that. Just into the abyss. I do have one more.
Yes.
Would you rather only be able to stand for the rest of your life or only be able to sit? And you have to stand. And when you can sleep, but when you lay down, you can't sit. You have to like do a falling push-up.
Like you basically have to be
Vertical
or completely horizontal.
Yep.
There's no in between.
Nope.
I mean, I feel like that's almost kind of harsh because it's like there are people who only sit. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like
basically would you be able to
So it's like, would you rather be in a wheelchair or only stand for the rest of your life? I'd probably take the wheelchair. I think society is a lot more accommodating.
The way I say it is less problematic, though. The way I presented it.
You heard it here first. Matt Newland hates handicapped
was almost
people.
nice. No. I have never said anything negative. I just said, would you rather?
Yeah, I'm going to go with sit. And that was actually kind of easy.
You're going to sit the rest of your life?
You're basically saying, can you never sit down, which would be almost impossible to do, or just be in a wheelchair?
And never be able to stand.
And never be able... What about like hunching? What if I'm like running? Do I have to stand straight up like I'm Forrest Gump?
No,
when
you
I
can
run?
run it. You can run. You can walk. That's cool. You cannot, by any means, sit down, though. All right? If you do, there will be huge ramifications.
What about like
your ass will explode.
What about
if you sit?
Jesus.
All right, keep going.
What about if I'm sitting all the time and I have to stand, will my ass explode? Is that the deal both ways?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Still probably leaning to sit. But I was gonna say, what about the old Asian squat? Do you know
No,
what I
that's
mean?
a sit.
That's a sit?
That's a sit.
But my butt's not touching the ground.
I consider that a sit. It's
What?
a relief on the hips and the knees.
All right. Well, what if I have to shit?
You're fucking standing up, brother.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's not even possible.
Yeah, it is.
I'm so going with sit on this one.
You're gonna.
You did not think this through, did you?
No, I
So,
was standing.
Like,
the
would
whole
I
way.
have to like plank sideways on a toilet to shit? How am I going to shit in the airport?
You got to stand on the toilet
Got to stand on the toilet.
and then just shit right into the
It
toilet.
would just smear all down your cheeks.
It probably could. That's the risk. You got to have a healthy diet. You got to have a good, solid shit.
I think I'd have to have a liquid diet.
Yep. Or you just blow ass all over the door, like
Just-
most people
just
fucking
stand and
do.
blow ass.
Yeah. Just blow ass on the sides of the stalls, like most people in fucking
Man.
BIA do.
Does that mean I can't do like squats at the gym? I can't do like leg presses?
No, you can work out.
But if I'm like,
but
like
once you're done with those squats, you cannot sit to rest.
So I can.
Yeah, you can do the workouts. You can be active. It's like, would you rather be active?
Basically, it's like, would you sacrifice all physical activity, but shit your pants all the time?
Like 2 to 3 times a day. You have a huge issue with taking a shit.
Jeez, dude. What if I'm like on like?
It would suck to like go to the movies too.
What about kneeling? Does that count as sitting?
No.
Like if I kneel down like on all fours?
Yes.
If I could tabletop?
No.
No?
Maybe. Yeah, if both hands are on the ground, that's fine.
So I could only sit if
you
both...
couldn't do like the kneel like at the end of a football game when the coach is talking to you though.
I couldn't Tebow it?
No.
No Tebows?
No Tebows because that's too restful.
That's pretty restful. Yeah.
But yeah, if you do want to get on your hands and knees at any point in the day, that's accepted.
Okay. I think I could do that. I could just like downward dog when I needed relief.
Yeah, that's good. Do some yoga. Get into yoga.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. I might be leaning towards standing now. The shitting thing is still very problematic.
Yeah, it's tough.
Unless you were to downward dog and just back into the toilet. You know what I mean?
Your ass will explode.
Like you just like... But I'm not sitting on the toilet. I'm just...
maybe crab walk?
I'm not even talking crab walk. I'm talking like all fours, and I just like back up so my ass is hovering over the toilet, but my hands are on the ground, and I shit out.
Yeah, it could get all over your balls, though.
God.
Balls and thighs. I was thinking of like a crab walk situation. You crab walk up to it feet first, kind of spread your legs on the toilet, and then you can really get your ass right above it.
You have to take your pants completely off. You'd have to take your pants completely off.
And if anyone was looking under the stall, they would be like, "Oh my god!"
And they'd see your pants would be going into their stall because your legs are so wide.
Yeah.
Man, that's a tough one.
I knew you were skeptical of the question at first.
I was very skeptical.
But now you're thinking about
the crab walk clause. Because I mean, I like when we're like watching a film. Perhaps
love to sit.
I'll just lay down. I can just lay on my side
while you're watching movies.
Just Jabba the Hutt it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can lay down. That's totally cool. Absolutely cool. Cannot sit first.
It's the shitting thing that's really complicated.
It's really the main. And driving, you can't drive.
You can't drive?
You got to sit to drive. No driving anymore.
I'd have to run everywhere I go. What about a bicycle?
You have to get an Uber, and you'd have to lay down in the back every time.
What about
the Uber driver's cool with that?
Yeah, you get like a standing scooter.
Yep.
Like a Vespa, and you just stand on it.
Yeah, that's cool. You can do that.
It'd be tough long distances though. Yeah.
Cannot sit down. Planes, you just have to go up to the pilot first and be like, "Look, buddy,
I got this thing.
I am not going to sit.
Like if I sit, this whole plane's going down. My ass is a literal weapon.
This is a bomb.
I know it got through TSA, but my ass is a bomb.
This guy with the trench coat.
Yeah, it's a long story.
Bomb in my ass.
The man with the trench coat came to my door and said, "Hey, would you rather? I could only pick one." Wait, do I get money out of this? Does the man with the trench coat give me $500,000 for this?
No.
Is this like for a year?
No, this is forever.
Forever?
And no money. I mean, you can fucking...
So this is like a curse.
Yeah.
Like if someone like
that man cursed you.
Yeah, and he's like, you must choose.
He was like, here's $500,000 for blowing those 12 dudes, and also you're cursed.
And I was like, no!
Yeah. That's what you get for doing a deal with Santo.
Santo.
Santo. It's like Santa, but worse.
But vaguely Hispanic sounding.
Santo. I bring bad gifts.
I just had another question. That was so does that...
You get no money, but you can market it. You're like, I'm the guy who can't sit.
I could be like YouTube famous?
Yeah.
That would get you some extra revenue, I suppose. And see, that's a drawback, because if you're just a guy in a chair, there's 1,000 guys in a chair.
Yeah.
There's like literally 1,000 guys.
Can't get away from them.
Unless you run real fast. But I'm saying, if you got both those deals at the same time, no way you're blowing dudes standing up.
You can. He just also has to be standing on the bed.
So he would just...
As you know.
I've been there.
Yeah.
So I'd have to. That would complicate it because sucking 12 dicks standing up, and while a guy's like
But
just
you can lay
standing on
down.
a chair. But that's even worse.
You can blow dudes laying down.
Completely horizontal.
Well, like you're on your elbows.
Just gotta elbow it.
Can't use your hands though.
I think I'm going sitting, dude.
Sitting down.
Yeah.
That's also gonna be tough to blow 12 dudes.
It'd be well, when you put it that way, actually, yeah. But I could just sit on the floor.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with a good sit on the floor.
But when I'm sitting, I can still like lay down too, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. It's just I can't stand all the way up.
You can't. You can't walk.
Can't walk? Okay. But I could stand. I just can't walk. Can I walk on my hands?
Yeah, if you get good enough at it.
Just walk on my hands
It's
everywhere?
a lot of core though.
Be a lot of core.
You got to really focus on the core.
What about like a unicycle? What if I just got really good at a unicycle and so I was basically just standing everywhere that I went?
No, you can't stand at all.
But I'm not standing. I'm still sitting on the unicycle.
Okay.
It's like stilts. It's like roller stilts.
You can bear walk everywhere though.
Okay.
Bear crawl.
So I'd have to bear crawl to wherever I'm going and then sit.
Yeah.
Like I drive there.
Yeah.
I drive there. I bear crawl into the club and I sit.
Yeah. You bear crawl on stage and then sit on the stool. That actually might be a good bit. I'm going to start doing that.
Make sure I have this bed I can't stand for a year.
Can't stand. But you can bear crawl anywhere you want to go. And crab walk. Crab walking is good for both of these situations.
Okay. Crab walking, bear crawling.
Is A-okay.
Unicycling. Well, I can't sit if I can only stand.
No.
So I can't unicycle. I can't bicycle.
Nope.
Don't they have ones where you can lay down and use your hands?
Like the bicycle?
Yeah.
I think you're kind of sitting, though. Maybe you can find one where you're completely fucking
Or
luged.
completely prone.
You're completely luged.
I'm just luge. Can
Prone.
I luge?
You can supine it.
That'd be the only sport you could do is luge.
Oh, that'd be fun. I've always wanted to get into it.
Looks very dangerous. I guess
Super
skeleton
dangerous.
is also an option.
What's skeleton?
It's like the luge, but smaller and scarier.
Nice. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to the Olympics for luging.
Be a real loser.
Yeah.
I think I'm going sit.
Yeah.
Final
especially
answer.
with the bear crawl.
It's really the shit thing that did it for me.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't really even think about it that much.
The shitting and the no driving.
Yeah.
I mean, it would suck to bear crawl out everywhere. Your hands would be so
But at least
calloused.
you can bear crawl into the airport. You
Yeah.
know? You can bear crawl through TSA. They might not be stoked about it.
Yeah, they might have a lot of questions.
Yeah, that's fine. Let them ask.
Be like, you don't want my ass to explode.
Yeah. And legally, you don't have to answer anything TSA says to you. So they can ask away.
Also, how bad is this ass explosion? Do I die?
That's also what I was thinking. I don't think you die,
Is it an
But if-
explosion like shit everywhere kind of explosion?
but you're definitely paralyzed afterwards.
Then you're right back to sitting. So basically, if you choose sitting, you get to stand one time. You get to pick one stand, and then you're back to sitting.
Yeah. And if you choose standing, you always had the other option.
That's true.
You know?
You can always be like, oh, I'm so tired. That you just blow up
God,
your.
I
Then you
tried
just sit
this
down
for a
and
couple years, and I don't like it anymore. I need to drive. Boom.
and then you're just back to it.
But you could market that ass explosion, too.
Like have it like
The guy who can't sit will be sitting.
have like a countdown clock.
Pay-per-view. June 40th.
Watch his ass explode.
Yeah.
But
In real time.
on OnlyFans.
Yeah. You can OnlyFans an ass explosion.
Oh, big. The people do it all the time.
See, that's very marketable. You get a lot of money from that.
Oh yeah. Huh? Could do like the circus like one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No tour.
No tour.
No
That'd
tour.
be a
Just
one-stop tour.
One big Las Vegas show.
I'm going sitting.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's really a stupid question.
And that concludes episode 101 of the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. Thanks for
us out.
Thanks for joining us for that deep intellectual debate. It's Fat Boy Sunday, Matt.
Yes, it
Fat
is.
Boy Sunday.
Happy Fat Boy Sunday to all if you guys are participating with us.
Yes.
Participate with us. Send us pictures. Literally, we're pretty cool guys.
Yes. If you tag us in your Fat Boy Sunday, we will shout you out on the podcast, and I'll put a clip up.
Forever. We'll bring it up multiple times.
I will
throughout the
put you
podcast.
on the wall.
Oh, if you take a picture with your grilled cheese and tomato soup,
and your ass exploding,
put it on the wall.
Well, put it on the wall. That is a promise.
God, that'd be sick.
Dude.
It'd be so cool to have people listen to us. Thank you so much for tuning in.
We do love our fans.
We do. Come see us. We're cool, though. We
have a good amount. We are in the top 1% of podcasts in the world.
Yeah,
listeners.
We're fucking dedicated.
We're also not big enough to get sponsored by Athletic Greens because I found that out.
Yeah, and honestly...
Because they asked, and they said, how many people listen? And I said, this many. And they said, no.
What do they have to lose, dude? A couple fucking bottles of Athletic Greens for the boys?
It would just be us ordering it.
Yeah.
With our own promo
just
code.
entering promo code.
All right. Well... Thanks for listening. Check out all of our dates coming up. We're going to be on the road. It's going to be a great summer.
See us.
Hoping we'll have some guests coming in on the podcast soon, too. So it's going to be a good time.
Fat Boy Sunday.
Fat Boy Sunday.
Fat Boy Sunday.
All right. See you next time.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Have a good morning.
Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.